When the first Taco Bell opened its doors in 1962, founder Glenn Bell wasn't slinging Crunchwrap Supremes in the back of his little shop in Downey, California, unless he had a time machine. The Taco Bell menu has seen a lot of significant changes over the decades. Sure, we may have lost some delicious choices along the way, but we've also gained more than a few innovative offerings, perfect for late-night DoorDash orders. So, today we're heading to the drive-thru to check out every Taco Bell menu item ever. But before we ring that bell, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel, and let us know what other menus you'd like to see us break down next. Okay, everyone, get ready to live Mas. Taco Bell's original menu only had 5 items, and each one cost just 19 cents. Considering many Americans were just warming up to the idea of Mexican food, keeping it simple was probably for the best. First up, there were tacos, obviously. Taco Bell's take on the traditional Mexican staple included ground beef, lettuce, and cheese stuffed inside a crunchy fried tortilla shell. Next were the tostadas, which were flat, fried tortillas topped with the same ingredients as you could find in Taco Bell tacos. If you're thinking that sounds a lot like a tostada, you'd be right. Tostadas were later renamed, with a more traditional spelling of tostadas. The third item on offer was the humble burrito, which came with beans, cheese, and your choice of red or green sauce. Those looking to skip the tortilla could order the frijoles. And if all this not quite Mexican food was still too much to handle, the original Taco Bell menu also included something that calmed the American palate, a chili burger. Taco Bell's chili burgers were essentially sloppy joes made of ground beef, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and a mild sauce in between a hamburger bun. If that sounds delicious, you'll be happy to know that customers agreed with you. The chili burger, along with most other original Taco Bell menu items, was popular enough to stick around for the following decade. In the 1970s, as Taco Bell rapidly expanded across the country, its rock-bottom 19-cent prices were gradually increased. Hey, there was a gas shortage. Luckily, the menu was updated to give customers a little more bang for their buck. Tostadas were no longer available, and the chili burger was renamed twice. It was originally dubbed the Bell Burger, but in 1975, it was rebranded again to the Bell Beefer. Your naming preference probably depends on whether or not you think Taco Sloppy Joes count as burgers. The tostadas didn't get a 1-1 replacement. Instead, Taco Bell introduced a totally new creation to cuisine-curious Americans. The enchilito was a burrito under a thick layer of cheese and red sauce, garnished with 3 black olives. Exactly 3. Any more or less would be an entirely different menu item at Taco Bell. Thanks to the reheatable aluminum packaging, the enchilito could be taken home and saved for later, which quickly made it one of the chain's most popular offerings well into the 1980s.
Drive safely now.
For Taco Bell connoisseurs, the 1980s marked the beginning of the restaurant's golden era, a crispy, crunchy golden brown era. Prices continued to increase, but so did the number of offerings on the menu. The first new addition came in 1980, when Taco Bell launched its first dessert item, Cinnamon Crispas. Keeping with tradition, Cinnamon Crispas were quite simple and unintimidating to Taco Bell's American clientele. These tortilla chips, dusted with sugar, ended up being a huge hit, and by the end of the decade, they were reimagined as Cinnamon Twists, which are still on the menu today. You probably fought a kid for them back in school. In the mid-1980s, to balance out the sudden influx of sugar, Taco Bell introduced a taco salad, as well as a seafood salad with snow crab and shrimp. That's right, Taco Bell used to have seafood. Alongside these healthy options were nachos and the Nachos Bel Grande, which are tortilla chips, ground beef, beans, tomatoes, sour cream, and nacho cheese. While the nachos and their Bel Grande counterparts stuck around, the salads did not, which shouldn't be too surprising. Nobody goes to Taco Bell for a salad. 1988 saw the release of the Mexican pizza. As the ads put it, it's like pizza, but different. Mexican pizza is ground beef sandwiched between 2 fried tortillas, topped with various pizza-like ingredients. These include cheese, red sauce, tomatoes, and olives. It was essentially the Mexican dish tlayuda, but Americanized as hell, like it fell into a vat of bald eagle's blood. It was instantly popular and remained so for decades. In 2020, Taco Bell decided to betray its customer base by striking Mexican pizza from stores, but it thankfully returned 2 years later. The late 80s was also the beginning of Taco Bell's value menu, where customers could purchase classic items like tacos for a mere 39 cents, which is 20 cents more than their original price point. But who's counting? To finish off the decade, the restaurant chain partnered with Warner Brothers for the 1989 premiere of Tim Burton's Batman. Your purchase of a 32-ounce drink came in one of 4 collectible Batman cups, with a free order of Batman-branded cinnamon twists. Justice never tasted so good, or collectible. In the 90s, Taco Bell's popularity continued to soar. In the first year of the decade, the chain released a chili cheese burrito, which is exactly what it sounds like. A flour tortilla encasing chili and cheese optimized for maximum munchie satisfaction. Unfortunately for chili lovers, both it and the Bell Beefer were discontinued by the mid-90s, presumably because the rest of the menu was already putting customers in enough gastrointestinal distress. After years of public outcry, Taco Bell did allow the chili cheese burrito to return, and you can find it on the restaurant's modern menu.
Ooh.
The Bell Beefer was also briefly revived in the 2010s, but has remained unavailable ever since, like a short-lived reunion tour of a hair metal band. 1993 began with a bang, literally. Taco Bell entered into a promotional deal with 1993's Demolition Man, which imagined a future in which Taco Bell was the only restaurant left standing after the franchise wars.
No way.
Weird that McDonald's couldn't scramble enough jets to win that. Customers who ordered a burrito, nachos, and a large drink got a complimentary movie poster, and the movie itself heavily featured Taco Bell product placement.
Mayor Gov wants to take me to dinner at Taco Bell. Lord knows I wouldn't mind a burrito.
Next, the company brought forth the 7-layer burrito. The meatless menu item was intended to appeal to vegetarians, as it basically included everything but a meat-based protein. While it is still available in India and the UK, the 7-layer burrito was discontinued everywhere else in 2020. 2 years later, in 1995, Taco Bell gave up on placating those pesky vegetarians and got experimental with a chicken club burrito, a bacon cheeseburger burrito, and a BLT soft taco. These bacon-heavy options were just a flash in the pan, however. All 3 fizzled out before the end of the decade. Also, in 1995, the double-decker taco was launched as part of an advertising campaign with Shaquille O'Neal and Hakeem Olajuwon. The double-decker taco was a layer of beans sandwiched between a soft tortilla and a hard taco shell. Then the taco was filled with meat, lettuce, and cheese. Though it was only supposed to be a limited-time item, the double-decker taco stuck around until 2019, when it was discontinued. But just 4 years later, it made a triumphant return. And while the double-decker taco remains a fan favorite, it was only a test run for what was to come. In 1998, Taco Bell altered fast food history with its most important addition to the menu yet, the gordita.
Viva Gorditas!
Based loosely on the authentic Mexican dish, the gordita is a flatbed wrapped around a crunchy taco shell glued together by a 3-cheese blend. The inside was typically filled with your usual taco toppings like meat, tomatoes, lettuce, and cheese. The gordita and its variants are still around today. Still not out of good ideas, Taco Bell brought us the chalupa in 1999.
Drop the chalupa and back away.
Which offered regular taco fillings and a chewy fried bread. Basically, like a carnival version of a taco. Clearly, by the end of the 90s, Taco Bell had cooked up a solid track record of delicious dining experiences, but they still had one trick up their sleeve. In a team-up that makes the greatest night in pop look quaint by comparison, Taco Bell partnered with KFC and Pizza Hut to promote Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, with several now iconic ad spots. Star Wars-themed medallions were available across all 3 restaurants. Additionally, kids, and let's be honest, some adults, could collect a set of 7 toys at Taco Bell. The 2000s were another monumental decade for Taco Bell. 2001 saw the release of a line of grilled stuffed burritos, which set off a trend of grilled tortilla treats like the grilled stuffed nacho. How do you stuff a nacho, you may ask? Taco Bell found a way. In 2003, we were graced with a spicy chicken burrito, which was a limited-time offering featuring shredded chicken, rice, and salsa. 2004 was the premier year for Taco Bell's signature drink, Mountain Dew Baja Blast. It was an instant classic. And while consumers can now find Baja Blast as a limited release on store shelves, and even in alcohol form, it's normally a Taco Bell exclusive. So if you want a blast of Baja, you have to take a little taco trip. In 2005, Taco Bell scored another massive win thanks to the introduction of the Crunchwrap Supreme. What is now one of the restaurant's most popular items, the Crunchwrap Supreme boasts all your standard taco ingredients wrapped in a crunchy grilled tortilla. As 2008 rolled around, so did the Volcano Taco. At the time, the main feature of this new edition was the explosion of spicy nacho cheese. But its real legacy comes from its successor, a menu item that would debut the following decade. A year later, for Halloween, Taco Bell put out the Blackjack Taco with a black shell and pepper jack sauce. Wait, can ghosts eat tacos? Taco Bell started to get weird in the 2010s. In 2012, the Volcano Taco was replaced by the Doritos Locos Taco, a cross-promotional item that remains popular today. It's your standard taco, except the hard shell is made of nacho cheese Doritos. But the Dorito Locos Tacos were only the first in a long line of strange 2010s concoctions. Taco Bell's breakfast menu rose with the sun in 2014. The menu item includes breakfast crunch wraps, which are stuffed with hash browns, eggs, cheese, and jalapeno sauce. The Waffle Taco, which was a waffle, sausage, egg, and cheese in a vaguely taco-esque shape, and Cinnabon Delights, which had been officially introduced the year before. While the breakfast crunch wraps and Cinnabon Delights have remained part of Taco Bell's menu, the Waffle Taco was simply too pure for this world and was discontinued in 2015. Also in 2015, Taco Bell launched its Cantina brand. The chain opened several Cantina-style locations, and the menu was expanded to include slow-roasted chicken dishes. Cantina tacos, quesadillas, and burritos are all still available at participating locations. And because Taco Bell will never stop Frankensteining Tex-Mex, the quesalupa was foisted upon unsuspecting customers in 2016.
The quesalupa from Taco Bell!
The quesalupa is a chalupa stuffed with pepper jack and mozzarella cheese, folded and filled with all the expected taco toppings. It made a return in 2021, but went out for cigarettes and hasn't been back since. 2017 was home to the short-lived Naked Chicken Chalupa, a taco with a fried chicken shell and avocado ranch. Finally, 2018 gave us nacho fries, the most popular menu item in the history of Taco Bell. The world went stir-fry crazy over the combination of fries and nacho cheese, with over 53 million orders of nacho fries being submitted in just 3 months. Despite their success, nacho fries only pop up for limited runs every few years. Oh, Taco Bell, how you love to tease us. Today, Taco Bell's potato-based items are a new fan favorite. Fiesta potatoes, spicy soft tacos, and burritos are part of the permanent menu. In addition, items like the cheesy roll-up, chicken enchilada burrito, and 3-cheese chicken flatbread have all found homes on the value menu. Taco Bell has simplified its menu in the 2020s, but you can still order several favorites by just adding ingredients to your preferred version of carbs, meat, cheese, and veggies, except for nacho fries. There is no Voltron-like combination of ingredients that will recreate those. We've tried. So what do you think? What's your favorite Taco Bell menu item? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, check out some of these other weird history food videos.